Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're gonna hop right in and probably jump around to a lot of things. So the other day, my two stepdaughters had gave me a present in one of those bags, and and then it had a pink box that went to it. So as big as this Dina Wakley book is getting, I decided to try to make something out of the box and the bag. And I've been wanting to do it ever since they gave it to me on Mother's Day. So I took the whole bag and, tore it apart at the seams. And once I tore the seams apart, then you take the, there's two strips where it holds the ribbon. So I took both of those off, and then I took the box apart, cut it open, laid it flat, and stuck it under here. And then I used the bag as a book cover, covered it just like you would a book, and then, it left the exposed cardboard here in the middle. So I knew this one here that I had done the other day didn't have anything. It did have pictures on the back, but I hadn't done anything to them yet. Anything that I wanted to save. So I stuck it already on here. And then I glued those two strips back down, which already had the holes in it. And glued one at each end. Then took the ribbon and cut them in half. And took my hole punch and repunched. I didn't even have to figure out where my holes would be, because I eyeballed it in the middle of this thing and just hole punched it through the hole so it would go through this bag and this box. And then I don't know that I'll ever tie it together. The strings are sort of short because I had to use, one side, cut it in half for both, but still, for decorative purposes, they're just fine. But it is going to make my book rather thick. Let me raise it up. That's about, it's probably going to look like a 3-inch ring binder, but that's just fine because I think I want to continue adding sheets from, to the book from the watercolor paper. And so we'll take another walk through because I have some things to show you all. And let's see. I was on Michael's website, and I'll show you in a minute while I am still walking through this thing. So I was on Michael's website, and here was one I'd done last night. This was like this, and I just added the birds and added this to this side. I believe I added the heart. Let me move you guys back down. Added the heart over her face because, I wasn't liking how dark it was. And as we get to the page I'm looking for, then I'll show you all. There's the page we done the other day. I still haven't done anything to this one. Okay, so I had worked on a couple of things. I had made a page with the green, the dark blue, and the red and pink, and made orbs. So there's going to be orbs throughout the book. I think I made 4. And I just stuck them down randomly, trying to fill in some pages. And this page I wasn't loving, so I'm still working on it. This one here, I believe I told you guys I added the Diane Reevely collage sheet to her head. And in case some of you guys didn't see that up close. And here's another orb. But as I was looking on Pinterest the other day, let's see, I'm trying to find a page to cover that up so it won't be distracting. So when I was going through, I was looking at someone else talking about the collage sheets. You know, the Dina Wakley collage sheets. And, you know, the ones that are on tissue paper. So I got thinking in my head, okay, tissue paper. We all have tissue paper. And then the other day when I put, you remember how I laid the piece of paper over top of my phone? I thought, well, why can't we do the same thing? You know, it's tissue paper. And we, you know, I probably had this for a while. It came from Dollar Tree. And, you know, mine's not like hers because I drew in, you know, more hair. But I guess pretty much minus the hair, it would probably be the same. But on the same token, I'm kind of like you guys. I don't really know what to do with them. But I did want to give you guys an idea. Because I know buying all that stuff can get kind of expensive. So, and that's the same face. Which, you know, I colored that in green. And, you know, I just gave her a neck. And then I took my archival ink and turned it on its corner and sort of blurred it in at the lips, trying to get that same effect. But like I said, I put hair on it, so that's why it's going to look a little different. But I mean, you can still kind of get the same wonky looking face. And then I drew one on top of this one. And you know, that one, I can't remember if it had hair or not, because I painted over it somewhat. But I thought, you know, we all have tissue paper. I mean, and then, you know, we can use pink, we can use yellow. And here's my two, like I said, we're jumping around, but I took both of my covers off. And this was the back. So the front, everything was popping off of it. The lady's head was popping off. Even the duct tape didn't want to stick. So I pulled everything off. I pulled the face off, and I put the square on it to cover, you know, that part of the Dina Wakley book. But since it was so shiny, had I probably put a gel matte medium over it, which I've got white paint on it now, but had I done that, it probably was stuck better. But I thought there's 2 more pages, so I, you know, pulled the 2 cellophane tag holders off of it that I had. And I think I'll just, you know, reuse these as pages. So, okay, so before I get to going too far in, I thought, well, let me drag out my Dina Wakley. You know, I had a book of those things. The collage sheets. And, you know, she had one where she had the about 1/4 of a page wide and tall faces. And I don't know how long I've had these, probably 2-3 years now. And I did that on the back. And this is one of them. I did this on the back, and then the face was on the front. But since I want everything to fit in this book, I went ahead. I've already got another one over here. So I thought I'd go ahead and cut those two out just in case I want to make a tag. But even 2 or 3 years ago, I liked them to be thick. And I think what I had really done, I remember ordering the faces, and you know, they had gotten delayed somehow. This may have been just when COVID started, or I'm thinking it was kind of before COVID. And how Dina Wakley would just take some, go this way and go this way. So I thought, well, let me just brush up a whole lot of pages and I'm good to go. All I got to do is slap them all once I get them. So that's what I did. That was just a funky page I used to do that way. I think I had maybe did my brick pattern in the background, and then I tried to do one of those scribbly where you just keep walking around the Dine Reevely and then you fill in each of them. So I stuck them on around here, and then stuck my stencil of the girl, and then you can see the Dina Wakley face. You can see all that through the Dina Wakley face. But, you know, I think she was just giving us all, you know, a way to, you know, we were all interested in her faces that she drew. And, you know, since a lot of us can't draw those faces, you know, she gave us a way to have those faces. And I thought one thing we could all do, you know, the ones that are white, we can go in and, you know, with a marker and fill it in. You know, trace out all the lines that we see, and, you know, it's kind of like taking a tutorial, and that way you can kind of, by you tracing it out, you know, you'll be seeing just how to draw a face. Kind of looks like this was a mop-up page. And I guess I'll use each of these. You know, I was trying to draw stuff on the back and, you know, didn't know what I was doing back then either. Sometimes today I don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, this was a paper towel. You know, I had been using the Dine Reevely spray inks and what have you. So, you know, I was mopping it up with the paper towel roll. So all I did on this one was just lay some paper towel strips that way and lay some this way. And I like that one. It's pretty interesting. So I'll keep that one. Nothing on the back, so that way I can do my own thing and put it here in the book. I think here's one of the same image. Some different colors, which I kind of like that. And if, you know, you all work with the Dine Reevely spray paints like I do and mop them up with the paper towel rolls, just, you know, cut them into strips. And if you're not good with painting that way and painting that way, and I'm not good with that either, making it look like hers, you know, if I do make it look like hers, it's purely accident. It's not that I really know what I'm doing either. But I think that turned out nice. And here's another one, paper towel roll. Here's same one, paper towel roll. And I just, you know, I have more pages to work with, and they're already the thickness that I need. I like that one. And here's one where I just had a bunch of scraps, and I glued them down, you know, little squares, glued them to the paper. Trying to hold it up where the light wants. I like this one. Might make a tag out of that, or just maybe even leave it like it is. You know, I had done some what you call it on the back of it. I can't think of the word I want to use. And even I came across this where you know, Dina Wakley used to take faces out of a magazine, and she would color them in. Now, I don't know how far back to go, but in case some of you don't remember that, I don't know which one you would have to watch, but she was, you know, if you want to color them in to make your own, like, little funky faces. Okay, and trying to see if there's anything else. I switched pages around again. I did this one the other day. I had that figure, and I thought I'd put this face down, and, you know, I thought, okay, it don't fit up there, but I didn't want to pull it down, you know, cut the shoes off, because I thought the shoes were just as interesting as the rest. So I thought, why can't I put it right there? And I did this one, you know, one of the little squares. I cut the little head out. And on this one, I added an orb to that page. And then over here, I added the Dina Wakley collage sheet dress to that one. And then added this, well, I guess she was using them as like little bodies, but I like the way it went with that. This one, okay, I added the other character over here that I'd stamped out. And this one here, I'd done nothing more than, you remember I had sprayed it, I think, with the Dina Wakley spray inks. Added the bird, and I added this from my smile book. It says, just be yourself, let people see the real, flawed, imperfect, quirky, weird, magical, beautiful person that you are. Now, I thought this was a great saying for this picture. I really like how that pops against that page. And okay, I'm going to try to do this one little collage over here I want to put together. I had put the orb down, and once again I had seen the lady on Pinterest. So before I get too far ahead, I think I'll use the back of one of these papers, because I'm going to be you know, painting over it anyway. So let me put my gloves on. And I had already done these. I had stuck about 4 pages out of this book, and lo and behold, when I was looking in the back of it, about 4 pages in the back had nothing on them. So when I got to the 5th page, it had very little on it. So I just stuck all 4 pages together to get a thickness without having to use my own watercolor paper. And then I went around it with the archival ink, and I think I want to take this stamp in which the lady had stamped on them, but I think, hang on, I got ahead of myself. I got ahead of myself a little bit. I know nobody's shocked. So, you know, as I was tearing my pages apart and what have you, and tearing my front cover apart, I tore these off of it, off of some of the pages, and I thought, I'll stick those on here. See, I think I like that. Might look better. What happened? I think I pulled it all the way down there. Anyway, I was going to stick it way up there. And I want to stick this down somehow. Now, do we want that side or that side? Hadn't even gave it a thought. I do like this side, but we'll try this side. What could it hurt? I really didn't want the paper to cover up the edges. I still wanted my black edges to show. And then I think we'll be okay in this application. Let's see, I don't know which one I want to use. I guess we'll go with this one. And I wanted to stamp across the body. I like that look. I don't think I want to go no further down on that one. And I guess we can use the same one. I'm going to go up a little higher so you can see it against the white background. Okay. I like it. I like it. I like it. I think the lady had put some, you know, she done a stencil. I don't see mine at the current moment, but she had done, oh, here it is. I think she had done a dot stencil, which that would have been okay too. It was, you know, pure white, and she done like maybe gray, black, and gray and black dots, which that would have looked perfectly fine also. Let's see. I think I kind of like it like that better. And these here are almost like a chipboard shape, which these are not some that you can purchase. Let me see if I see them over here. I just randomly made these a long time ago, back when I think maybe I had gotten those. And this is pretty easy, guys. This is just drawing a circle, and then if it's not easy for you, get, like I said, get something out of a magazine and trace it out. And I didn't even cut the arms out, I just left the shape the way it was. And drew it and then cut it out, then threw it through the laminator. So, she has a chipboard shapes, and, I see no reason to buy the chipboard shapes when there's so many shapes in the magazine. I didn't know if I wanted to add, I don't know, just for some interest. This came out of my book, coloring book that I made the other day. I knew these were going to come in handy. I just didn't know when. I think I want to take these words and put them up here at the top of the page. I kind of do want these to be straight, but I'm not that good at Let me put my thing back down so I don't accidentally blot the lady. I don't even know if that's going to stick to my block. Says I want to make my mark. You know, guys, if these don't stick to your thing, you know, you can take a baby wipe and wipe over the block. Let's see. Says I want to thrive. I can't remember. Something. I don't even remember what that one says. I think I want this one to go over top of that orb. Okay. I believe I like it. And you know, this one was the one the other day that, you know, we had put the copper around the circle that was already there. So I don't think I've added much more. Or did I? Because this was the one that had the ledger background. So I think I like it. It's pretty vibrant. And now that I'm looking at this, you know, if you guys don't have this book that you can get that scrap out of, this looks like just pure, you know, you can use any of your paints and water them down, or use your watercolors and water those down. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. And I think that would also do wonderfully. But I like it. Okay, guys, and this was a short video today, and hope you will hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and as always, see you tomorrow.